So, welcome everyone for joining our fourth day. Maraming salamat for staying up until today, and we still have one tomorrow. But for those some of you who are wondering bakit hindi ko na lang in-straight ng 5 hours training session, well, that's very hard for me to do kasi hindi kaya ng boses ko talaga. Feeling ko nagagasgas siya pagka yung more than 1 hour na ako nagsalita. So I have to conserve my energy and I have to rest, no? Kasi hindi kaya talaga ng boses ko na magsalita more than 1 hour na. I'm not sure why, parang hindi ko pa na siya napapa-check up, pero yun, hindi kaya talaga ng boses ko. Na nagagasgas siya. Feeling ko nagagas ko, parang nasusugat. So, yeah. That's the reason why hinati-hati ko siya for 5 days session. Anyhow, kaya saludo ko dun sa mga nagpapa-webinar ng 3 hours straight, 5 hours straight, or more than. So, hindi ko kaya yun. Yung energy, ang taas ng energy nila. So, ako, hanggang doon lang yung kaya kong energy. So, anyhow, nandito na ba si Doc Alan? Mamahasi yun. Na-recall ko na siya. Si Sir Doc Alan and si Doc Josie. So, let me just pull out yung ad account nila. Hopefully, hindi ko na-check kung hopefully na-run natin kagabi. I mean, hopefully hindi nyo na-pause yung ads. So, let me see. Yung kasi pag-uusapan natin tonight, yung metrics. As promised, we're gonna talk about the metrics, no? Let me just pull out your ad account. And it looks like nag-run naman siya. Yun. Excuse me. Hindi pa man, inuubo na ako. Pinalitan ko yung ginawa mo. Yeah, that's fine, Doc. Let me just share my screen. Hinga nga muna ako ng tubig. Ayan. Hindi pa man tayo nagsisimula. Gas-gas na yung lalamunan ko. Siguro kasi kanina umaga pa ako daldal kasi there are maraming meetings. Tapos marami din client discovery call. So, gas-gas na yung boses ko. So, hopefully mag-last siya in the next 1 hour. So, yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. Then there you go. So I hope you guys can see my screen. Then I'm here sa campaign level, and then I need to go here sa ad set level. Diba? Hi, Ma'am Josie. Yan. Yung carousel pala, I recall Josie here. Okay. So ito yung tanong na how to create the carousel format. Tama po ba, Doc Alan? Is that what you're referring to? I can unmute you. Tama ba?
Dito na si Doc Josie.
Sorry, kagabi.
Hi, okay lang, no problem. Yeah, so basically no problem. It happens. So, you want to see how the carousel being set up, parang ganun?
Ano yun, pareho lang? Pag naka-carousel ka, yung budget mo ron, sa lahat, yun na yun?
Yeah.
Pareho
That would
lang.
be kasi kung ano yung nilagay mo ditong budget, that would be the daily budget. Kahit kargahan mo to ng 50 ads, di ba maximum is 50. So, yun pa rin naman naubusin niya. Average of 500 pesos per day. So, ganun pa rin yan. So, don't worry kung ano man yung nilagay mo dito. Naglagay ka ng carousel, ng video, tapos tinambakan mo siya ng 50 creatives. Yun pa rin yung uubusin niya, 500 pesos. Kasi yun ang sinet mo na daily budget.
Okay.
So, sorry, go ahead. You have to say something?
Paano sineselect? Kunyari, 10 nilagay naming creatives. Siya na nagde-determine kung alin dun yung effective o hindi.
Si Meta na nagde-determine kung alin creative yung will get the most of your budget. So, let's say here as an example, di ba nag-run na siya for almost a day na. Mag-end na kasi siya Bakit
bukas
pala,
ng
ano ba to? Bakit
nap
naglagay kayo ng end date? Bale.
oo, kasi
Mm.
500 lang, eh. Tama ba? Hindi ko siya tinuloy-tuloy. Mali? Parang sabi mo
Ah,
500 a day. So, parang ubusin yung dalawang yan, yung 500 hanggang tomorrow 12 PM. Nai-up ko siya ng 12
um,
PM kanina.
hindi nyo
Ganda,
dapat siya
no?
nilagyan ng end date. You let it
Oo nga.
run. Okay, I'm gonna remove the end
Sige
date.
nga. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna publish it. So,
Pwedeng baguhin lang ng ganun.
so the reason why, kasi pag nag-stop siya, parang ano na siya, okay kung wala ng budget, kusa naman siyang mag-stop eh. Magpa-payment error naman na yun eh. So, kusa
Okay.
naman siya mag-stop. So, you don't have to put the end date. So, keep it running because the idea would be to keep the momentum. And then, if you
Okay.
really want to stop the ads from running, you just pause it manually. You can just toggle the button left, or
Ito.
if you want to turn the whole campaign off, then just go here sa campaign level and just turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if
Okay.
you happen to like anong tawag dito? So make one campaign na lang kayo, di ba? So make it simple, one campaign, one ad set, and then naka ABO kasi tayo eh. So I'm just
Mm.
gonna put it here para mas kumbaga mas clear sa inyo yung ABO na word, or when I say ABO, nasa budget or nasa ad set level yung budget mo. So ibig sabihin ito yung ad set,
Okay.
you put the budget here sa ad set level. So imagine if you have 3 ad sets in place. Let's say hypothetically say let's put services number 1 here, ad set level, ad set number 1 kunyari. Then if I
Duplicate.
duplicate it into 2, so technically na magkakaroon ka ng 3 ad sets. So let's do that.
Cancel budget.
So dalawa na siya, di ba? So technically 3 ad sets na yung available. So that's that's number 2 and ad
Mm.
set number 3. So the difference between ABO and CBO is ABO, you put the budget here. So meron silang designated na budget each ad sets. Kapag nag-decide ka to ABO, yung budget mo is nandito sa labas. Makikita mo siya dito. The reason why hindi mo siya nakikita dito kasi nasa loob yung budget mo. Okay? Now, anong mas better? Kung gusto, kumbaga, kung meron kang future plans of putting more creatives, like, kasi 'di ba sinabi ko hanggang
50.
sky's the limit yung ano mo, 50 per ad set. So, you can literally throw any ad creatives for 100, 150 plus creatives. You can only do that by using the CBO campaign. So how do you do
Mm.
that? So pag nag-create ka ng campaign, leads, continue, and then you just turn this on. Okay, so nasa campaign level na siya. So you just put budget here, let's say 2,000 pesos. You create multiple ad sets and let Meta decide which ad set will flow yung budget mo. That's the difference between CBO and ABO. And if you wanted to make it ABO, just turn it off. Tapos pagpunta ka dun sa ad set level, nandun na yung budget mo sa ad set.
Doon ka lang maglalagay.
Dito na siya. So itong setup natin na to, lumalabas na ano sila, 500 yan, 499, 500. So tig
Yes.
pa 500 sila per ad set. So parang ganun. So I'm just gonna discard the drafts now para malinis siya. Anyhow,
Okay.
so hopefully that makes sense. But ang tawag dito, hindi na to magma-matter itong mga setup na to, no? Hindi na siya dapat pagtuunan pa ng maraming oras. But just set up your campaigns as is and then optimize it accordingly. So basically what you're gonna need to do is if you're gonna add the carousel format, go to the ad level, then just duplicate any ad here para hindi na tayo gumawa from scratch. Maka-carry over niya na yung chat flow na ginawa natin kagabi. So I'm just gonna duplicate it and then I'm just gonna put carousel. What's happening with my typing? Yan, carousel. Diba? Carousel 1 or kung if you are planning to create multiple carousels, then you can just put carousel 1.
Mm-mm.
So what you're gonna need to do is you head over back here. So I think you created a new form. So it looks like you haven't rename it in a
Rename.
way
Oo.
na mas organized. So well, that's
Mm-mm.
fine. I mean, wala namang kaso dyan. At least it's just the naming convention per se. So you're gonna head over here and then where is it? Yeah, this one. So instead of single image or video, you're gonna select carousel. Okay, and then you head over here. Meta is going to ask you at least put 10 cards
Ang dami.
to fill in, diba? So for you to be able to run the carousel, you need at least 2 cards.
2 cards.
Yeah, so but the maximum that you can put is about 10 cards. So or 10 images or 10
Or
creatives. So
videos. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna select add cards, add image. And then for the sake of this demo, let's just pick a random image or hopefully meron 1080 by ito. Gamitin pa rin ulit natin. I mean, let's just pause it later. So and then
Okay.
you're just gonna anong tawag dito? You're just gonna put a headline. Let's say for example, book an appointment. Yeah. Appointment. And then card number 2, add cards. And then let's say this one, let's use this one. Example lang naman eh. So may card number 2 ka na. So you're just gonna put the headline again. So click mo tong pencil and then book an appointment. So meron ka ng pag nakita mo dito, pag slide left and right lang makikita mo na yung pangalawang image.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so add cards ka ulit. Let's decide to put video halimbawa. Pero ano kasi medyo parang para sa akin nabi-break yung yung moment I mean ako lang naman to. Kung image lang lahat, kung videos
Okay.
videos lang lahat. So parang consistent tayo sa image. Let's just use image. So para consistent yung flow. Let's just use this one. So up to 10, di ba? So this is number 3, ganun pa rin. Book an appointment. Or depende sa iyo kung anong gusto nyong ilagay na yung sa headline kasi nito dapat hindi masyadong mahaba kasi tingnan niyo to pag itong part na to kasi pag nilagyan niyo ng sobrang haba na headline hindi na siya readable. So you have to make it
Okay,
sure
hindi
na
na po
parang chat with us, send us a message, book an appointment, send
Headline.
inquire now, something like that. So this has to be short and concise, parang ganun lang. Then that's it. So I just put 3 cards and then you can put as much as 10 maximum. So ang gagawin mo lang, add cards ka lang, then use rinse and repeat. And then all format displays enable show cards as single media. Well, just make it check or yeah. So pwede mong i-uncheck or pwedeng i-check. So test it out, depende sa inyo kasi it doesn't matter kung naka-check yan or hindi. Kung medyo lang ako sa AI, itong creative enhancement ito. So you have to turn it off, diba?
Okay.
Kasi medyo I'm not a big fan of this AI thing. Itong mga to, so mga visual touch ups. So I'm just gonna turn it off. But there you go. So I think meron na tayong headline. Will you be using HMO? Contact information, privacy policy, and that's it. So there you go. Preview to publish. Makikita nyo dito kung ano itsura ng ad niyo and then just publish it. Diba? So I'm just gonna pause it after I publish this one just for the sake of this demonstration. So publish and then there you go. I'm gonna pause it. Okay. Toggle bottom to the left lang. Okay. So let's read the data. Okay, let's read the initial salvo nung ads natin. So technically we have 1 campaign, 1 ad set, and then we have 2 ads na nag-run. Then according to Meta, this ad was able to get one message or one lead. Pumasok dito. Ang cost per lead natin is about 66.29 only for this image. Ibig sabihin, that's the average cost per message pertaining to this ad creative specifically. Yung clear aligners, hindi siya nakakuha ng I think there's something wrong with your copy. Hindi nalagyan ng copy dito. Let me check. Yeah, it's blank. So you have to put add copy here. So add copy and headline. And then you have to change the call to action to, it's instead of sign up, just book now, or if you have a special offer, then get offer, etc. So yeah, I think that's the reason why hindi ito nakakuha ng message, because it's unclear, it's too plain. Yeah, it's so plain. So ito, I think there's a copy here. Let me see. Yeah, there's a copy. Now, so basically, that's the initial data that we have. So the average cost per message for specifically for this ad, that's about 66.29. That's how you read it. Only for this ad. But if you head over sa campaign level, the average cost of the entire campaign is about 104.25. So magkaiba yung data analysis po nun ha, kasi baka mamaya, oy, ang ganda ng campaigns ko, yun pala, yung isang ad lang yung tinitingnan mo. So you have to decide, or you have to make a generalization, or nung pangalan nito, nung decision making mo na, okay, I'm paying 104 pesos, or let's say 105 pesos for one lead that comes in, or for one message that comes in. So, okay, so before we dive into the messaging campaign, let's head over muna sa website, because the website or the landing page, there are a lot of metrics you need to understand. Itong messaging campaign kasi very straightforward to. In a few minutes, I can discuss it like literally sobrang bilis, kasi tatlo lang ang metrics na babantayan mo dito. Pag landing page, medyo mahaba-haba to, so I'm gonna go ahead for the landing page muna, or the website, if you happen to have a website. So let's say for example, punta ako sa Facebook Ads Library. Itong Facebook Ads Library, you can look for your competitors' ads. Pwede mo to makita dito. Diba? Click mo tong ad library, and then Philippines, ad category, all ads. And then let's say for example, ang competitor ko is si Nike or Nike. Diba? For the sake of this demonstration, and then, but of course, if you want to check kung meron sila sa US, yan, just change the geolocation. So all ads, Nike or Nike. And then I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna use this as an example. So there you go. Here, this one is they're using. By the way, these are the ads na nagra-run sa campaigns nila. So you can check actually kung ano yung mga creatives na ginagamit nila, and then you can benchmark, diba? So meron silang 11/11 campaign. So this one, I believe it's sending the traffic to the website. So, kasi may nakikita ko dito, Nike.com. So ito kasi, teka, i-arrange ko muna pala based doon sa sa customer journey nung isang nagra-run ng website campaign. So I'm gonna arrange this column. So I'm gonna head over dito sa campaign level. Nasa campaign level ako. Performance, click ko to. Customize columns. Tapos, remove ko dito yung mga hindi ko naman kailangan. No? So, tanggalin ko tong actions, delivery, schedule, ends, attribution setting, bid strategy, significant edit. Well, pwede ko na itong tanggalin itong tatlong to. Para ano lang. So ad set name, pwede kong i-move to sa taas. So pwede ko siyang i-ranking, or yung hierarchy niya, campaign, ad set, and ad name. So ad name. Yan. So ad name. So lagay ko siya dito. Well, kayo naman yung mag-a-arrange to. So kung ano yung magma-make sense sa inyo, di ba? Pero this is how I arrange my campaign, reporting column. So, and then I move the amount spent here, budget here. Sorry, I'm gonna move the budget here. Amount spent. So campaign, ad set, ad name, budget, amount spent, results, cost per result, itong reach, impressions, link clicks. So link clicks, and then ano pa ba? I think frequency, we can put frequency. Itatabi ko lang dito siya sa yan. So link clicks, CTR. Okay, pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. Wait lang, medyo ito. Link click-through rate. Kasi may unique, mayroong outbound, mayroong unique outbound. So we're gonna choose link click-through rate. This one. So, by the way, ang daming metrics nito guys. I was just trying to simplify everything. Kasi pag chinek mo tong metrics na to, sobrang dami nito. Ayan o. So, it's up to you. Kung gusto mong aralin talaga lahat yan, medyo wala kang magawa maghapon, aralin mo yung mga yan. Pero I wanted to simplify everything. So click, landing page view. Website landing page views. Kasi ang tagal ko na rin nag-ads pero yung iba dyan hindi ko kabisado. So kasi hindi ko naman, ayoko ng pagtuunan pa napansin sa sobrang dami. Website landing page views, adds to cart. And payment info or ads of payment info, purchase. Saan ito? Purchases, ayan. Purchases. Kung gusto mo lagyan ng value, ayan, meron dyan. And then ROAS, or return on ad spend. So, hanapin mo lang ito. Purchase, return on ad spend. Ayan, click mo lang ito. So, I'm not sure kung kompleto na siya, but it looks like kompleto naman siya. So, i-apply mo lang siya. And then you can actually you can put a name on it. Daw yung reporting column na yon. So pagpunta mo sa customs, click mo tong pencil. Tapos pangalanan mo siya. Save as column preset para hindi siya magulo. So parang preset. Yan. Unique to sa akin, no? Hindi to lalabasan nyo. Kasi reporting column ko to sa end ko. Kasi di ba may access ako dun sa ads manager mo. So pag kayo nag-reporting column, you can create, kumbaga lalabas lang yun sa inyo. Unique yun sa inyo. Okay? Now, so paano mo babasahin yung data? So ganito lang siya. Lumabas yung ads sa newsfeed. No? Nakita ko tong ad na to. That will be counted as reach. Okay? Lalabas yung reach na column. Ibig sabihin, itong buong campaign po ninyo, natin, we were able to reach 855 people. Diba? Bakit? Ano tong impressions? Bakit mas mataas yung impressions? Hindi ba sila pareho? Well, these are the same people, but some of them were able to show your ads more than once. So, for example, if you do the math, 1,024 minus 855, so about 169 people have seen your ads twice. Okay, that's the reason why yung ad frequency mo is about 1.13. If you see here 2x 2.0, that means yung 855 na tao na yon times mo yun sa 2, dapat ang makikita mo sa impressions 1,710 or 700 plus. Meaning, yung 855 na yun, nakita nyo yung ads nyo, lahat sila nakita twice na. Okay, so ganun lang po siya basahin. So it's the same people, reach and impressions, it's the same people, but there are people who have seen your ads more than once. Kaya laging mas mataas ang impressions. And mind you, ito po yung unang-unang binabayaran natin kay Meta. 1,000 impressions. May kulang ako dun sa column ko. CPM. So, customized columns. CPM. Yung word na CPM. Yan. Ito siya. Cost per 1,000 impressions. So, I'm gonna move it here. And then, itatabi ko siya sa impressions. Diba? So, ibig sabihin po nun, I am being charged, or this campaign is being charged 104.33 pesos for every 1,000 impressions. Di ba natatandaan niyo yung day 2? Sabi ko sa inyo, ano yung unang charge ni Meta? CPM. Cost per 1,000 impressions, and this is it. Okay? it would cost you 104.33 to show to 1,000 people yung ads mo. That's how you read the data. Now, alam natin na na-reach mo yung audience mo, nagkaroon ka din ng impressions, and then when some of them click this button, pag kinilik tong shop now, then that would be recorded as link clicks. This one. So that's link clicks. Then itong click-through rate, that's the number of or the percentage of people who click your link based on 1,000 impressions. Since wala naman tong link, yung nilagay na itong campaign natin, messaging campaign tayo, di ba? So wala naman tayong link na nilagay. So hindi wag niyo yung babasahin tong data na to. Hindi to applicable sa inyo. Although meron ditong link click-through rate because kasama kasi doon, nabibilang ni Meta doon yung pag-click doon sa send message na button. No, so pero wag niyo tong babasahin ha. We're talking about landing page or website. Wala pa tayo sa messaging campaign kasi this campaign is messaging campaign, di ba? So inaano lang natin, iniisa-isa lang natin, hinihimay-himay natin kung ano yung journey ng isang customer before sila mag-check out. So dahil nag-click tayo dun sa link na to, di ba? Napunta tayo dito sa page na to. Ang tawag naman doon is website landing page views or landing page views. In short, wala kayong nakikita ditong numero or wala kayong nakikita ditong numbers because wala naman tayong landing page. Di ba? Messaging campaign tayo. Kaya wala itong data, blanco talaga to. Normal yon. Okay. Yung adds to cart, ibig sabihin, the moment I selected the product, halimbawa ito, na-select ko itong product na to. And then I say, let's say 11 yung size ko, halimbawa. Tapos pag kinilik ko itong add to bag, that represents add to cart. Diba? That represents add to cart. So, adds to cart. So, andun na siya sa cart ko. Parang nag-check out lang kayo kay Shopee, Lazada. So, ito yung mga napili ko before. So, pwede kong i-remove to. Pwede kong i-remove to. Yan. Isa lang yung natira. Yan. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, nasa basket ko na siya. Virtually. Diba? Nasa basket ko na siya virtually. Kasi itong adds to cart is the same as cart na parang nag-shopping virtually. Okay? Tapos, syempre, pag nag-click ako ng guest checkout, okay, then, actually, may kulang pa ako. Initiate checkout ang tawag dun eh. But, it doesn't matter. So, okay na. Mapupunta tayo dito sa payment method. Diba? We're gonna fill out everything, your email, first name, last name, etc., your billing address, or yung address mo, shipping address, and then choose credit card, debit card, whatever, cash on delivery and whatnot. So, ibig ko sabihin, mapupunta ka na dito sa column na to, adds of payment info. So, ito na yung part na yan. Okay? And the moment I completed this step, no? Kasi ang amount is 5,147 nung basket. So, the moment I completed that step, then the purchases column will fire as well. So magkakaroon ka dito ng data na okay, someone made a purchase sa website mo, galing siya sa website, and then there's one purchase. Then the purchase conversion value, kung magkano yung purchase conversion value dun sa website mo, that's 5,147, will be recorded here. Purchase conversion value. So yung purchase ROAS mo naman, that would be the total average order value ng item na check out. So, halimbawa, 5,000, sorry. Ano ba nangyari dito? So, 5,147 divided by, kung magkano yung total ad spend mo. So, let's say, magkano pa lang to? 104.25. Nag-spend tayo ng 100 pesos, bumalik sa atin 5,000, halimbawa lang. 5,147 divided by 104.25. Ang return on ad spend mo should be 49x, 49.38. Dapat yun ang makikita mo dito sa purchase return on ad spend na column. But the thing is, syempre, itong ano natin, itong campaign natin, services to. So hindi yun lalabas dito. Lumalabas lang yun dito if you're optimizing for a website purchase, you have a Shopify store, you have a WooCommerce store, then that would be the case, no? Yung pinakita ko sa inyo na to. Now, switch na tayo sa messaging campaign, which is the campaign that we're having right now, or we have right now. So, I'm gonna pull out the notepad. Ito lang naman yung metrics na babasahin mo dyan. Tatlo lang yan. Number of messages, quality of messages, and cost per message. Simple. Diba? Magkano yung total ad spend mo? Diba? Total ad spend. So let's say 15,000, nakaubos ka ng 15,000 for the month of November. Ilan yung pumasok na messages? Let's say 350. Diba? Kumusta naman yung mga kausap mo doon? Matino ba? Lahat ba basura? You determine what type of messages you're getting. Ano pag nagra-run ka ng messaging campaign. So, are like 80% or let's say 60% good? You determine. And let's say 40% bad. That's how you gauge the quality of messages. Cost per message, simple lang. 15,000, yung total ad spend mo for the month of November, divide mo lang siya sa 350 messages na pumasok. So that would be 42.85. Ito yung average cost per message mo. And that's it. That's the metric that you need to look at whenever you read your data. Now, balik tayo dito, syempre, sa ad level. Well, obviously, itong ad na to, nakakuha siya ng result. Kaya lang, ang average cost per result niya is, or average cost per message niya is about 66.29. Now, the question would be, is ganito. If I were to ask you, as a dental clinic business owner, are you willing to pay this amount? Like 66.29 average cost per message, are you willing to pay this amount? Yun yung itatanong nyo sa sarili nyo muna, or kumbaga, you have to find a sweet spot. What would be the ideal cost per message that you are willing to pay for every message that comes in sa page po ninyo? And how will you determine that? Of course, you have to run your campaign for at least 1 month. Okay? In order for you to be able to determine if pwede mong i-justify yung cost per message. Kasi itong campaign natin na to, nag-run lang siya, wala pang 24 hours. It's very early to make a decision. Why? Because ilan pa lang yung nag-message sa atin. Sabihin na natin in the next 5 days, meron na tayong 20 messages na pumasok. 'Di ba? Out of 20 messages ba na yon, meron na bang nagpapabook ng appointment? That's a good sign. 'Di ba? Out of 20 messages ba na yon, medyo okay naman yung conversation, 'di ba? Meron naman kayong nakukuhang kumbaga, hindi naman kayo scene zone. O kaya meron namang nag-i-inquire talaga na matino. Obviously, hindi nyo siya masi-zero in or masi-zero out na wala talagang basurang leads na papasok or basurang message na pumapasok. Anong tawag dito? Even the Meta representatives, they cannot guarantee na ma-weed out nila yon yung mga basurang message. There will be messages talaga na hindi quality. Even me, meron ako nakukuhang mga anong tawag dito, mga hindi naman talaga qualified sa campaigns ko. Normal po yon. So ang labanan dito is quantity. Kaya nga 'di ba, the more na maraming nagme-message dun sa page mo, the higher chance of getting conversions or getting results. Well, the less message you have sa page mo, sino i-close mo doon? Sinong mo doon, 'di ba? Magiging customers mo doon. So, dapat masaya ka pag maraming nagme-message kasi yung iba, sabi nila dapat so ang daming nagme-message, ibig sabihin sina-charge ako ng sina-charge ni Meta. Mali. Mas maraming nagme-message, mas binibigyan ka ng mas nire-reward ka ni Meta. The thing is, kung magkano yung binudget mo, yun lang naman yung maubos mo dun eh. Kung daily budget mo is 400 pesos, or sorry, 500 pesos, 499.99. Kasi 'di ba may VAT nga kasi kaya hindi siya saradong ano eh, 500. So, kung 500 pesos yan per day, mag-a-average yan yung total ad spent mo ng 500 pesos. There are days na magiging 520 yan, 530, 480, 470, 499, 487 and whatnot. So parang magba-vary yan kasi meron nga siyang ano eh, meron nagpa-fluctuate yung cost niyan. Okay, everyday nagpa-fluctuate yung cost. Pero pag in-average mo yan, 500 pesos per day pa rin yan. So, paano mo ma-determine kung ano yung magiging ideal cost per message mo? 'Di ba? So, let's actually pang tomorrow ko pa to, pero let's talk about this na para tomorrow more on Q&A na lang tayo. So, bigay ko yung calculator, Facebook Ads Calculator. So, nasaan yung Facebook Ads Calculator? One sec. Paano nyo ma-determine yung ideal cost or ideal cost per message ninyo? So, pull out ko lang 1 second. Saan ba yun? Ito, dito ko na. So, saan na kayo? Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know guys if you can see it. So, hopefully nakikita nyo na. So, dental clinic tong ano natin, di ba? Dental clinic. So, technically, ganito po siya, no? Let me know guys. Type number 1 or yes in the chat kung nakikita na. Okay, good. So, basically, ganito lang po siya, Doc Alan, no? If you spend 15,000 pesos for the month of November sa ads ninyo, then you manage to get 350 messages. Ganun lang siya. By the way, guys, I'm gonna give you the link. Nandiyan sa chat, you can copy that one. And hindi nyo siya ma-edit, no? Ako lang pwede mag-edit ito kasi naka-share to sa community or naka-share to sa lahat ng students ko. So, para magkaroon kayo ng kopya, all you need to do is to click the file and click download button and then use the CSV format. Download nyo lang siya and then it will be downloaded sa device po ninyo. Now, if you want a copy doon sa Google Drive ninyo, all you need to do is to click file and make a copy and that's it. Diba? Magkakaroon kayo ng copy doon sa Google Drive po ninyo. Now, the thing is, kung mawawala man, kasi may formula na to eh. Diba? Ito may formula na kasi dito. Kung mawawala man yung formula, nandito yung formula sa column E. Yun yung gamitin po ninyo na formula. So B1 divided by B4 times C4. So nandiyan na po siya. Ito na yung formula. So this is how you do it, no? 15,000 pesos na total ad spend mo for the month of November. And then let's use the exact CPM na china-charge sa'yo ni Meta, actual na CPM natin. It's about 104.25, di ba? Yun yung CPM na, sorry. Saan ba yan? Ito pala, 104.33, yung actual CPM natin. Titingnan mo siya sa campaign level ha, wag sa ad set or wag sa ad level. Sa campaign level mo siya titingnan. Magkano yung CPM? 104.33. So you're gonna head over back here and then balatan mo to 104.33. So yun yung actual CPM natin, cost per 1,000 impressions. Now, technically, if you are being charged by Meta for 104.33 per 1,000 impressions, yung 15,000 mo na budget will generate for about 143,000 plus impressions. Diba? 143,000 impressions. Now, dun sa 143,000 impressions na yon, ilan doon na nag-message? Yan, so let's say, for example, merong 350 nga na pumasok na messages total from November 1 up until November 31. Meron ba tayong 31? Yeah, hanggang 30. So, bibilangin nyo yun, yung total messaging conversation started or total results ng messages or ng leads na pumasok. Let's hypothetically say na may 350 na pumasok. If you do the math, ayan o, 15,000 divided by 350 messages, that's 42.86. Ito na siya. Diba? Now, doon sa 350 messages na pumasok, ideally, dapat meron kang at least 1 to 2% conversion rate. Ibig sabihin, out of 350, at least meron ka man lang 1% na nagpa-appointment sa inyo. Okay, mas maganda kung mas mataas. So, kung halimbawa, ito 2%. So, at least mga 7 man lang sana na nagpa-appointment sa clinic po ninyo. So, let's hypothetically say na 2% yung nagpa-book ng appointment sa inyo. So, ilalagay mo yun dito. 2 customers or number of sales or 2, actually dapat CX ito eh. Number of customers. Yan. So, 7 yung nagpa-book, naging client niyo or naging customers po ninyo, then you have to check the average business or average na binabayaran ng isang ano ba yun yung tawag doon ni Sir Alan? Doc Alan? Ang tawag doon yung ginawa natin ng copy kagabi. Doc Alan, can you help me?
Clear
Ito yung
aligners.
totoong dentista.
Clear aligners.
Yeah, yung aligners natin. So magkano nga po yun? Nasa magkano?
Minimum of 125.
125K. 125K. So, say for example, 125,000. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pagpalagay na natin na, sige, ano na tayo, kumbaga, conservative na tayo. Gawin natin 1% na lang. Pinaka-conservative na to. So, that's about mga 3 or 4 na client na lang. Sige, sabihin natin 3. Okay? So, may nakuha kang 3 aligners ba yan? Ayan, nag-aligners. Okay. Nakuha ka ng 3 na nagbigay sa iyo ng 125,000 each. So, that will give you for about 375,000 total sales generated. Now, if you do the math, sa 375,000 divided by 15,000 na budget, your return on ad spend would be 25x. Kaya makikita mo dito sa ROAS, 25x. Yung kanina nasa column na pinakita ko sa inyo sa Ads Manager, hindi nyo makikita doon yon. Kukumputin nyo siya manually. Kasi hindi yung lalabas dito. So, pang website lang ito. So, you have to compute it manually. Now, since you were able to understand that the return on ad spend is about 25x, ibig sabihin 25 beses bumalik sa iyo yung spend mo na 15,000. Is it good or bad?
Good na yun.
Very good, di ba? Very good. Very good, di ba? Okay.
Hindi lang anghel ka.
Okay. Now, I have a question. Is it 42 or 40, let's say 45 pesos na cost per message? Is it mahal or mura?
Mura na.
Mura na, di ba? Bakit? Kasi na-justify
Kasi
natin.
na-generate mo 375,000.
Yes, exactly. May justification tayo eh. Sabihin na, justify mo na mura na yung 42 or 45 pesos na cost per message. Now, this will be your initial benchmark as KPI. Okay, kumbaga may data ka na from November 1 to November 30 na okay, ang average cost per message natin for the month of November. So, syempre, technically, parang you're analyzing your data on the first week of December. Let's say, for example, November, ang average cost per message natin is about 43 pesos eh. So, and then we were able to justify it because we were able to acquire 3 customers or 3 clients. Now, this is gonna be your benchmark or this is gonna be your initial KPI. Now, the question would be, how much are you willing to spend to acquire a lead, a purchase, or a message? Then, if I were to answer that question, this one, because I have the data already. Diba?
Okay.
So, the justify ko na yung 42 or 43 pesos is just justified na pwede na kasi nakakuha ko ng 3 na clients eh. Now, since may 375 ka na total sales generated, you must be able to allot on top of the 15,000 and the next month. So basically, you can literally double your budget from 15,000 to 30,000 kasi justified mo na eh. So bawasan mo yung 375 ng 375 minus 15K. O di 360 na lang. O syempre, kunin mo na lang din yung 30,000 doon. So syempre, 375 minus 30,000. You have 345 gross. Diba? So, still justifiable pa rin. Now, ang next ang next move mo na ngayon is paano to bababa yung cost per message na 43 for the month of December. 'Di ba? Paano nga ba siya bababa? Siyempre dapat mas maraming mag-message. So take a look at this. Kung 15,000 wala akong binago sa spent mo,
Budget.
pero let's say may pumasok na 850 messages. From 42 naging 17 pesos siya.
Mas maganda.
Average cost per message, 'di ba? So, yun nga yun eh. Kumbaga, the more messages na pumapasok sa page mo, dapat masaya ka. Kasi pag the more na maraming message na pumapasok sa page mo, bumababa yung cost per message mo.
Okay.
And the more na marami nag-i-inquire, the more na yung chance of closing those inquiries to a paying customers. So you can just imagine, 850 yung nag-message, kanina 350, ngayon with the same conversion rate ng messages mo, wala tayong binago sa conversion rate kasi ang record ko lang naman is between 1 to 2% eh. More than that, mas maganda. Ngayon, wala akong binago dun sa conversion rate, significantly, tumaas yung number of clients mo or customers mo. From 3, naging 8 or 9. So ito, pag pinilitan ko to, ng 9, significantly, naging 1.1 siya. Wala akong binago dun sa budget. Ang nagbago lang yung number of messages. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming nag-inquire for the month of December. 15,000 pa rin yung inilat ko na budget. Pero dahil ang ganda ng creatives ko, ang ganda ng offer ko, people are talking about my ads because I provided so much value, educational content, and people are going crazy about it because literally ngayon lang nila nakita yung video na yon. And then, nag-viral yung video na yon because people are commenting on it, oy, tinagsigan nito, oy, magpa-brace ka na to, or magpa-ganito ka na, ito pala yung ginagamit ng mga artista, etc., etc. So that's the case. The more messages that comes in, the cost per message goes down. So if we are gonna go back here sa 350 number of messages, then doing the same number, 3 customers or 3 clients, ang average customer acquisition cost mo is about 5,000 pesos. Why? Because if you spend 15,000 divided by 3 customers na nakuha mo, 5,000 each. Ibig sabihin, it would cost you 5,000 pesos to acquire 1 customer. Diba? Yan yung CAC mo, customer acquisition cost. Sorry. Yan. So, the next question would be, kasi na-determine na natin yung unang question natin eh. How much are you willing to spend to acquire a message? The answer would be 43 pesos. Na-determine na natin yung KPI na yon. The next KPI that you need to determine, how much are you willing to spend to acquire a new customer? If the answer is 5,000, and so be it. Diba? So, that would be the second KPI na, okay, I am willing to spend 5,000 pesos provided that I'm getting 1 client every time I spend 5,000 pesos. That's the gist or the bottom line nitong na calculator na to. And simple lang siya intindihin pag sa messaging campaign. 'Di ba? I'll give you an example naman, Doc. Say for example, nag-break even ka. Magkano po yung regular na brace? Yung regular lang. Yung hindi siya mamahalin na ganito. Yung yung traditional braces lang. I'm gonna ask Tony.
Okay.
Ayun. Yung conventional is about 50 to 80.
50 to 80.
Depende sa severity.
Okay, pero di ba meron tong pwede mo kasi tong i-monthly na parang every month you adjust, parang ganun.
Okay, mag-BP ka ng 15, adjustment mo 1.5 every
so
month.
every month. So para mag-BP ka ng 15, tapos anong tawag dito?
Monthly ka ng mga about 1.5.
1.5, okay, sige. So let's do that scenario. Okay, ang tawag naman doon is lifetime value per customers or yung tinatawag na LTV. Let's do that scenario, nag-ano ka, nag nag-spend ka ng 15,000, worst comes to worst, isa lang talaga nakuha mo.
Mm.
Okay? Then, well, nag-DP ng 15,000, kung titingnan mo, parang break-even ka eh. 1x lang, 1 ROAS lang. But because there's a continuity or recurring revenue or recurring sales or recurring business that comes in every month, so doon na papasok yung lifetime value.
Okay.
Kung ilang beses naman siya magre-recurring na magpakita doon sa clinic mo, and let's hypothetically say na merong 10 kang na-close na merong monthly nagpapa-adjust ng brace, that would give you an ongoing or recurring business that will give you somehow the momentum to operate against your OPEX. Because makikita mo dito na, oo nga, isa lang yung nakuha ko. Kung titingnan ko, parang wala eh, break even eh.
Repeat sales
Pero
ka.
ang ano nun, ang beauty nun, meron kang continuity. And imagine if every month, meron ka na lang nakukuha ng isa or dalawang nagpapabrace na may continuity ng, well, let's say, ganun kahabang business. So, pwede na. Pwede mo nang labanan. Diba? Pwede ka na mag-break even at least.
Okay.
Okay? So, I hope nalinawan na tayo doon sa mga metrics. Super simple lang,
Ito
di ba?
naman yung definition of terms.
Diba? Yun. So, I'm gonna be answering some questions dito sa chat. Hopefully that clarifies everything for your business. And I hope nakatulong ako dun sa part na yon. And yeah, I'll be answering questions dito sa chat. Kung na-stop na po yung momentum ng ads niyo po, okay lang po ba na i-run siya? Yes, pwede pa. Wala namang problema doon. Enable mo lang, Miss Mary Rose. Maraming salamat, Sir Alan and Ma'am Josie. No? Cristel, bakit po kaya yung ads ko kagabi parang walang data pero nagra-run yung ads? What do you mean? Like walang reach, walang impressions? Pag walang reach, tsaka walang impressions, then definitely that would, it has something to do with your payment method. Okay? Pag turn off, stop sharing ko muna. Pag turn off, Gemma Reyes, hindi po siya per ad ang budget. Ibig sabihin, nagpo-flow yung budget mo sa creatives na nilagay mo. So kung 500 yon, technically, yung 500 na yon, kung naglagay ka ng 10 creatives doon, yung 10 creatives na yun, nag-aagaw-agaw yun sa 500 pesos. Okay, dinidistribute na Meta yun sa 10 creatives. It doesn't necessarily mean na 10 yung creatives mo, tigpa 500 siya, hindi po ganun yun. So kung saan mo sinet yung budget sa ad set level, then kung 500 lang yung maubos nun. Kahit ilang creatives yung nilagay mo doon. The more creatives ba, better? Yes. Question, how come when I check my ads via the Meta Ads Manager website, walang lumalabas na result, pero Meta Ad Manager na app meron? Sa app may thousands naman po na impressions, pero sa Meta Ad website, hindi ko gets. When I check my ads via the Meta Ads Manager website, walang lumalabas na result. Pero sa Meta Ad Manager na app, are you using the mobile app? Wag mong gagamitin yung mobile app. Doon ka laging titingin sa laptop or PC. Kapag sa mobile app, mahihirapan ka dyan. Never ko pang ginawa yon. Although, pwede mo naman kasi i-download yung app eh. Pero ako, mas gusto kong tumitingin sa Ads Manager. Which is better, ABO or CBO? Well, hindi na magmamatter kung anong setup, pero I would recommend CBO. If yung existing na campaign po is naka-ABO, possible po ba yung palitan ng gawing CBO? Pwede. Pwede naman. Just turn off or turn on the ABO campaign. The CBO campaign. Okay yun, pwede yun. Without disrupting the running ad set, well, somehow, magre-relearn siya, pero kung matagal mo naman siya nagra-run yung campaign na yun, magka-catch up naman siya in the next 72 hours. Or 3 days. Pag turn off lang yung ads po ba na maapektuhan nun ang momentum ng ads nyo? Pag turn off lang yung ads, di po ba maapektuhan nun ang momentum ng ads nyo? Kung yung ads lang naman ang ito-turn off mo, yung creatives lang, or yung ad level lang, okay lang naman yun. Pero kapag campaign level kasi, yung pinatay mo, parang tapos i-run mo to in the next, parang after 3 days or 5 days na naman. So magre-relearn siya ulit. So just continue running your ads para may momentum siya. Kung na-stop yung momentum ng ads nyo, okay lang po na ayan, nasagot ko na to. Sometimes nag-edit ako ng text details sa ads. Na-effect po ba yun? Wag mong i-edit, Clyden, San Pedro, wag mong i-edit yung ads mo na nag-run na. The moment na, well, unless doon sa ads ni Sir Alan na hindi niya nalagyan ng copy, obviously, pwede mong edit pa yun. Pero pag yung nag-run na for about 1 week, 2 weeks na siya, tapos gusto mo siyang i-edit, all I can see is just duplicate the same ad and make some changes. Make the changes that you want. Pag nag-run na siya, nagkaroon na siya ng data, I would suggest huwag mo na siyang gagalawin. As is na yun. If products mong i-ads ko, sir, mas okay mataasan ang price para maging maganda ang positive ang metrics? Yes, Miss Sarah. Ito yung nagiging problema kasi sa e-com, especially sa Pilipinas. Manipis ang margin natin dito. Imaginein mo, yung, let's say, nagbebenta ka ng worth 1,000 peso product, ang cost of goods mo is 500, tapos parang ang leeway mo lang is 500, parang yun lang ang margin mo. Imaginein mo kung ang cost per purchase mo or ang customer acquisition cost mo would be 300 pesos, o di matitira na lang sa'yo, magkano? 200. Diba? So, mas mataas ang ang pricing mo, mas maganda para mayroon kang leeway. Diba? Meron kang laban. Kumbaga parang kung 500 yung cost of goods, benta mo ng 1,500, kung ang customer acquisition cost mo is 500, at least may matitira sa 500. Diba? Ano po yung opportunity score? Basically, sinasabi ni Meta sa'yo, Miss Ethel, na there are some things that you need to optimize sa campaign mo because na-determine ng AI na there's some opportunity doon sa campaigns na tumatakbo. So, it's either you combine the same ad set or you put an AI settings doon sa ads mo, which is technically hindi ko masyadong pinapansin yung opportunity score. Okay? Kung confident ka naman sa creatives mo, hindi ko na masyadong inaano yan. Okay, sinasabi lang ni Meta, yung opportunity score na yon is meron kang mga settings na pwedeng galawin para mag-boost daw ng sabi ni Meta, mag-boost daw ng conversions, pero sometimes or most of the time it's not the case. Pag ginalaw mo yung campaigns mo, hindi mo na may babalik sa dati kasi eh. 'Di ba sabi ni Meta, combine these ad sets halimbawa, because we've seen an opportunity score of this much and then there will be a conversion lift of this much. So, syempre, sinunod mo naman. Maya-maya, pumangit yung campaign mo or pumangit yung resulta. May ibabalik mo ba sa dati? Hindi na. So, normally, pinababayaan ko lang siya. Bakit po kaya pag sa ad set ko nilalagay ang budget, ang sabi niya, lagi 0 daw ang ma-reach niya? Kahit may budget na 500. Kung wala ka dito, Miss Cristel, nung day 3, in-explain ko po siya, so ignore nyo lang po yun. Normal po yun kapag ang budget mo is mababa lang. Paano po ba yung A/B testing po? Medyo komplikado ito, medyo advanced ito. Just focus on yung tinuro ko sa inyo. Yun na yun. Okay? I mean, yung A/B testing na to, better ito kapag may website ka or landing page. Hindi mo to halos magagawa pagka or mahirapan kapag messaging campaign. Keep it that way, simple as simple as it is, no? What's the difference between one ad set sa 2 ad set? Well, kapag ka naka-ABO campaign ka, then each ad set, let's say maglagay ka ng 500, so another ad set 500 ulit. So total of 1,000 pesos na yan per day. Pero kung naka-CBO campaign ka, kahit 2 ad set or 3 ad set man yan or 4 na ad set, kung nag 500 pesos ka sa campaign level, mag-flow lang yung budget mo kahit ilan yung ad set mo. Diba? So, okay, what else? Yung mobile app na ginagamit lang po nito monitor, wag kayong gagamit ng mobile app. Mahirap magbasa doon ng metrics. Okay? Bakit po kaya sir na-experience ko mag-ads, then may setup na naman ako CBO sa ad set and sa ad name, then bakit kapag na-publish na lumalabas na no ads ang lumalabas, sir? Baka mali yung conversion locations mo, Miss Sarah. Check mo yung conversion locations mo, kung messaging ba yan, instant form. So, check mo yung part na yan. Ito yung ano ni Miss Ethel. You could get 8% lower cost per result by optimizing your Reels format. Ayun. So, pwede mo namang sundin yan. Pwede hindi. Wala namang problema. Diba? Sinasabi lang niya na nare-recommend niya na maglagay ka ng Reels format dun sa video, sa ads mo. Si Generoso, is it okay to start big budget to get volume of quality messages, then gradually decrease? No. Start from small, going up. Start small, parang start small, dream big. Parang ganun. Slow pace ka muna, tapos increase ka na increase. Is it advisable to use lifetime budget? Use the daily budget, Sir Generosa. Yung mga post po ba na in-schedule sa planner nakaka-affect ba pag may nagra-run na campaign, or dapat pag may nagra-run na campaign dapat walang ibang post na di part ng campaign? Mas maganda, Miss Ann, habang nag-a-ads ka, meron ka dapat pino-post consistently, araw-araw. Consistently. Pag chinek mo yung page ko, ang ginawa namin, chat GPT lang kami. Tapos, meron lang kami image na ginawa. Ipakita ko sa'yo. Makaka-affect ba siya? In a positive way, yes. Makaka-affect siya in a positive way kasi you are feeding the algorithm or the system na Meta ng consistent content. Kasi ano yun yung organic tsaka paid, they are somehow an ecosystem. So you have to feed the algorithm with your content consistently para nabuboost yung tinatawag mong SEO. Meron kasing SEO si Facebook eh. Kahit sabihin mong hindi, kahit mong Facebook yan, kahit hindi website. Tingnan mo tong page ko. So, ito, 10 hours ago. So, 10 hours ago, sabi ko dito, you're an online product seller and you're struggling to get consistent sales. You want more add to carts every day, which headline will encourage more shoppers to click ABC. So, parang nasa school lang tayo. So, well, sometimes they will answer. So, ABC lang yan. Ang purpose ko dito is to keep my page active and to keep my followers engaged sa page ko. So, mamimili sila dyan. Then, if they resonate with my post, tingnan natin. Ito, may nag-like naman dito. Ayan. Tapos, ito, wala pa nagla-like. Ito, meron nag-heart. Tingnan natin. Ito, may nag-comment. Sabi niya, A, because it's concrete and verifiable. Yan. Ibig sabihin, nakarelate siya dito. So, ibig sabihin, it benefits benefits dun sa page ko kasi buhay yung engagement. So, sabi ni Ana Pineda, letter B daw. So, yan. And then, ito, meron dito nag-message. May 3 comments. So, kumbaga, parang I want to keep the momentum ng page ko na busy. Okay? Para pag yung nakita yung ads ko, tapos binisita yung page ko, hindi siya ghost town na yung huling post mo in November 2023 pa nung last 3 years ago. So, there has to be a consistent flow of anong tawag dito, content dun sa page mo. Okay? Saan yung mga question dito? Kapag products po ba ads, it's okay ba na laging Philippines lang ang location lagi? Depende po kung ano po yung products na binibenta mo. Kung pwede ba yan sa ibang bansa, then pwede naman. Wala naman siyang ano. Depende kung sino yung market na sineserve mo, Miss Sarah. Okay. Saan yung ibang questions dito? Natabunan yung iba. UAE-based po ang pages na mini-manage ko. CC is Philippine account. May chance ba na makaiwas sa Philippine tax? Yung page is sa UAE. Yung credit card is sa Philippines, pero saan ginawa yung ad account? Kung ginawa yung ad account sa UAE, then the ad account is bound by the rules and regulations ng UAE. Pero kung yung ad account ginawa sa Philippines, yung ad account is bound to the rules ng Philippine government. Depende kung saan ginawa yung ad account. If pay for play na si FB, does it mean that your followers do not see all your posts like 50K followers ka, doesn't mean na 50K din. Yes, Miss Kath. Ibig sabihin po no, hindi ibig sabihin ang dami mong followers, yung 50,000 followers na yun halos nakakita ng page mo. A percentage of your followers will only see your posts. So, kaya yung mga nagpapadami ng followers dito, parang awa nyo na, tigilan nyo na yan. Hindi na relevant yan. Nagsasayang lang kayo ng pera. What are the first signs of ad fatigue po? The first signs of ad fatigue, Miss Villa Maris, Renzel, the first signs of ad fatigue would be your cost per message or your cost per purchase or your cost per message or cost per purchase goes up. Kasi kanina, di ba, na-determine natin na nasa 43 pesos yung cost per message natin. The early signs of ad fatigue, your cost significantly goes up. So dati ka nagbabayad ng cost per message na 43, biglang naging 65, biglang naging 85. Ibig sabihin po nun, it's either pinapenalize ka ng Meta or may ad fatigue ka. Kapag mag-followers, di nila makita yung bagong post, well, matatag naman din sila, no? Pero not all. Okay, so not all. So, wag niyong aabusuhin yung @followers, Doc. Pag inabuso niyo yan, baka anong tawag dito? Although wala naman sa bylaws ni ni Meta, pero wag niyong abusuhin yung @followers, no? Kasi baka mamaya, kasi ang alam ko yung @followers na yan, per day once ka lang makakapag ganyan if I'm not mistaken. So wag niyong abusuhin yan. Sure, meaning if you're in branding, no need for brand awareness na po and no need for followers na po. No. Just optimize for a campaign that you think would fit doon sa business model na meron ka. If you're selling a high ticket product, then optimize for leads or engagement. If you're selling e-commerce, if you're into e-commerce, just optimize for sales. And that's it. Diba? Yeah, yes, Doc. Grayed out na siya kasi I believe per day once mo lang siya pwede gamitin. Mas effective ba post, newsfeed, or sa stories? Use both, Miss Kat. Parang ganito lang naman siya kasi Miss Kat eh. You have an option to drink coffee. You have a sugar, you have coffee, and you have a creamer. So parang bakit mo papahirapan yung sarili mo? May creamer naman dyan. Tapos yung gusto mo talaga na may creamer na sa kape mo. Tapos parang pinapili mo pa siya. May creamer ba o wala? So since may creamer naman na sa harap mo, gamitin mo na. Parang ganun yung ibig sabihin sa newsfeed or stories. Gamitin mo pareho. Kasi nandiyan na yan eh. Hindi gamitin mo pareho. Diba? Wag mong isipin na alin yung mas effective, newsfeed or stories. Use both. Diba? Coach, bumili sila ng fake followers, maapektuhan ba? Yes. Definitely. Wag na kayong magbili ng followers. Kasi proven ko na yan eh. Proven and tested ko na yan. I only have 15 followers dun sa Minigma page ko. Nagawa ko ng case study. I only have, ulitin ko, kung hindi na nyo narinig, I only have 15 followers, Miss Ethel. 15, 1-5. Hindi siya 50, 1-5. I was able to generate for about 21 purchases with only 15 followers. So, yung mga G na G magpadami ng followers, tigilan nyo na yan. Sinabihan ko sila na wag mag-expert daw. Stop growing your followers. Stop running ads just to increase your followers. You know the best way to grow your followers? create valuable content, and let them follow you. I'll give you an example. Just run o kumbaga just binge watch doon sa page ko. Well, syempre follow niyo na rin ako. Just binge watch doon sa page ko, and then panoorin niyo yung mga sinasabi ko doon. And then may mga makikita ko doon. If you want to learn more about Facebook ads, follow me to learn more. Parang ganun. So that's the natural way of growing your followers. Diba? Provide value first. I'll give sa example nila doktora. Nandiyan ba sila doc? Yes. So, halimbawa, I'll give you a context. Well, I'm not a dentist, but I'm just gonna pretend myself for a while na I'm a dentist. Alam mo ba na the reason why nagkakaroon ka ng plaque or tartar because of this, reason number one, let's say you drink too much coffee, you didn't brush your teeth, di ba, regularly, ano pa ba, hindi ka gumagamit ng floss or what. So I'm just making this up, guys, no? And here are some of the tips to make your anong tawag dito, keep your teeth healthy. Number one, so use kunyari itong special toothpaste na to na pwede mo, oral hygiene. Use a special toothpaste na to kasi this toothpaste has fluoride. How do you pronounce that? Fluoride, diba? So may special component siya na ganito, diba? Tapos visit your dentist regularly. If you want tips like this, follow us for more. That's the best way of growing followers. Diba? If you want to tag someone who might want to hear this, diba? Diba may nakita kayong mga content creator o yung itag niyo yung mga mga kilala niyo na gustong marinig ito. The best content creator na nakita ko si Doc Alvin. Panoorin niyo yung content ni Doc Alvin sa TikTok, and then gumagawa lang siya ng grabe guys, kaya niyong gawin yun. Gumagawa lang siya ng content, and then meron siyang baso, tapos alam mo ba yung katawan mo ay ganito, so pupunuin niya yung baso ng ganon. Kumbaga pag madalas ka umiinom ng alak, ito yung katawan mo. So syempre pag anong tawag dito, pag hindi na kaya ng katawan mo, mag-overflow yan. Same thing with your practice as a dental clinic owner. So, what are the things na hindi alam ng maraming tao? Well, for you, doktora, it might be a very simple topic. Pero for people like us, it's somehow complicated. Diba? It's somehow, we will pay attention because you are the expert doon sa subject matter na yon. The subject matter ng Facebook ad, I'm the expert ng subject matter na to, so people will listen. Diba? I'm building my authority, and maybe I'm not the best Facebook ad specialist in the country, but somehow I'm trying to put myself as the authority. Diba? Sabi nga ni Coach Chingitan, kasi nagpa-coach din ako kay Coach Chingitan, sabi niya, best known beats the best. So, Doc, kung kayo man yung pinakamagaling na dentist dito sa Pilipinas, kung walang nakakakilala sa inyo, bali wala. You have to put your content out there, create content that is really valuable, and then people will follow kung nakita nilang valuable yung content. Okay? I got a message for eligibility for monetization. Will it confuse the ads I pay? Well, pwede mo namang approve yun, or pwede mo namang i-apply. Diba? Pagsabayan, yes, pwede naman. But for other companies, ang ginagawa nila, gumagawa sila ng dalawang page. Isang page for organic content, isang page for paid ads. The reason kasi na kapag before, di ba, syempre, parang nag-start ka sa organic, kumbaga parang previously, ang ganda ng organic mo. The moment na nag-ads ka, tapos in-stop mo yung ads, papangit yung organic mo. Okay? So you have to have another page na kung magde-decide ka, ito pang organic lang to, itong page na to pang ads to. So dapat magkahiwalay sila. Kasi pag pinagsama mo yon, halimbawa, nag-organic, ang ganda ng organic mo before, nag-run ka ng ads, by the time na you stop your ads, pangit na yung organic mo. Okay? Coach, pag nagpa-webinar din po ba kayo about sa paglalagay ng chatbot? Nagpapa-webinar. I'm not a chatbot expert, Miss Cristel. So I'm not gonna be talking about that topic because I am not an expert chatbot media buyer. Marami kasi yan. Expertise ko more on landing page and website. Sa Common, we are allowed only to have one page and we are under your business portfolio. Well, okay lang din naman yun kung pina-fund naman yung lahat ng pages ninyo ni Common. Walang problema doon. I'm not sure kung kilala nyo si Teacher Rowana sa Common. So, she's one of the nagpa-mentor din siya sa akin one time. So, yeah. So, yun. Pwede nyo akong say hi. Meron din kanin po ba metrics kung paano kunin yung percentage ng nabebentang products versus sa mga return products? What do you mean? Metrics? Yung RTS? Well, you have to know. Ikaw na mismo dapat nakakaalam nun. Kung magkano yung percentage. Kasi syempre ganito lang naman yan. Ilan yung lumabas na produkto mo ngayong buwan? Ilan yung bumalik? Diba? So you have to do the math for that. May idea po ba kayo sa Groove Funnels? No. First time ko narinig siya. Ang ginagamit ko ngayon GHL tsaka Wix. Ayan. Okay? So, yun. Parang awa niyo na, masakit na ilalamunan ko. Tomorrow din guys would be parang continuation ng Q&A natin and let me know. Hopefully you still join me up until tomorrow and then I'm gonna be sending you guys the recording tonight. Just give me for about 30 minutes to render the video. Thank you so much guys for joining tonight. I hope you find value. I hope marami kayong natutunan sa mga lessons and I want to simplify everything. Kung meron man ako sasabihin na dapat yung gawin, put yourself out there, create content, create valuable content. Maybe some of you will think super cringe. Who will listen? Who will watch my videos? My friends will laugh. This is the first time I'm gonna create content. Hindi ako marunong, nakakahiya. I've been there. Promise, I've been there. I've naranasan ko lahat ng situation na yan. So, unless otherwise, gawin mo siya or wala kang gawin, may gawin ka, may basher ka. Nung umpisa ako, may basher din ako. So, who wins? Yung basher ko o yung mga nagjo-join sa akin? Diba? Ilan lang ba yung basher ko? Pang ilan-ilan, may mga nabibilang ako sa daliri ko. And then, who wins? Diba? Sila ba? And then if you allow yourself to let them win, then you lose. Diba? Well, obviously, RIP kay Miss Eman, di ba? Because hindi niya nakayanan yung bashers niya. So, you have to be brave enough to deal with your bashers. Kasi talagang one way or another, magkakaroon kayo. Sabihin sa'yo, ang pinagsasabi mo? Kukontrahin ka pa, di ba? And most of the time, those people are, what? Wala naman na-contribute. Di ba? Di ba? Wala naman sila na-contribute sa buhay mo. Ikaw, nagko-contribute ka, nagbibigay ka ng value, nagbibigay ka ng educational content. You're educating people about your product or your services. I'm educating people about Facebook ads. I'm giving value constantly. Diba? So, what? Ilan ba silang bashers ko? Bibilangin ko sa daliri ko and then I'm gonna put my energy dito sa ilang bashers rather than serving you guys na nagjo-join sa webinar. You choose. Diba? Ganun lang yan. So yun, maraming salamat for joining and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye-bye.